In the jungle, size doesn't matter. Information does. Meet the smartest killer in the undergrowth. She looks like trash, a speck of dust. But this disguise is her cloak of invisibility.
She is one of the few spiders that can plan. She maps the world in 3D, calculating routes before she takes a step.
A spitting spider, dangerous to others, but today, she is just lunch.
She moves like a robot, or a leaf caught in a breeze. The prey sees movement, but doesn't recognize a threat. She ignores the direct path. She takes the high ground. Gravity will be her weapon.
Target locked. Distance calculated. Hydraulic charged. Launch.
Precision strike. The venom enters the brain instantly. It's over.
Portia doesn't build a web to catch food. She is the web that walks.
But high above, a different kind of killer waits. She does not hunt. She builds.
The Golden Orb Weaver, a giantess, the ruler of this silk fortress.
Her body is a chemical factory, turning protein into a material 5 times stronger than steel. The silk is beautiful and deadly. Each strand is coated in a glue that never dries. The silk is beautiful and deadly. Each strand is coated in a glue that never dries.
She is nearly blind, but she feels the world. Every pluck of the web sends a message direct attack. A cicada hits the net. The dinner bell rings.
She doesn't bite immediately. First, she wraps, turning the struggle into a silk mummy.
The venom liquefies the insides. She will drink her victim like a milkshake.
Her larder is full. She is the queen of her domain.
She spots a fortress, high above, ruled by a giantess 50 times her weight.
A frontal assault is suicide. Portia is an assassin, not a soldier. She needs a plan.
She enters the enemy's home, stepping only on the dry structural threads to avoid the glue.
She plucks the web like a guitar, sending a vibration signal to the giant in the center. The giant reacts instantly. She thinks she has caught a fly. Portia freezes. She becomes a dead leaf. The giant is blind to anything that doesn't move.
She changes the tune. Now she mimics the wind.
Now she mimics a dying fly. Just enough to keep the giant interested, but not enough to make her charge.
It is aggressive mimicry. She is hacking the giant's brain, pulling her in on a string.
The giant is in range. Portia anchors her line. One jump, one bite, no mistakes. Plan B, if you can't touch the web, don't touch the web. Drop from the sky.
She spins a single thread, an elevator down to the killing floor.
Quiet, steady.
The wind catches her. She swings dangerously close to the glue.
She stabilizes. The target is directly below. 5 centimeters. 3, 2.
The shadow of death falls first.
Touchdown!
The fangs go in. venom floods the giant's system.
The queen is dead. Long live the assassin.
Brains beat brawn. Portia has secured a feast that will last her for weeks.
But in the jungle, there is always a bigger killer. And Portia's victory has made noise.
Enter the spider wasp, the one creature that even the smartest spider fears.
She is a death's wasp.
She patrols the forest floor, scanning for the silhouette of 8 legs.
Portia hears it, the specific frequency of death. 150 beats per second.
Portia's best weapon is stillness. She becomes a piece of trash.
Her antennae are chemical sensors. She is tracking the scent of spider footprints. She walks right over her. The disguise holds. For now, Portia sees an exit. A deep crevice where the wasp cannot fly.
A mistake. A tiny slip.
Portia knows she can't outrun wings. She has to outthink them. Zig, zag, never a straight line. Safe. The crack is too small for the armored tank.
But the wasp is relentless. She is a miner with jaws of steel. She digs.
While the enemy knocks at the front door, Portia leaves through the back.
Spotted. There is no hiding from the eyes in the sky. Dead end. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide.
Stinger. One touch, and Portia becomes a living zombie forever.
She chooses gravity over death. A leap of faith. But in the jungle, there is always a bigger killer. And Portia's victory has made noise. She hits the ground hard. Alive. But dazed.
The ground shakes. Not from a giant, but from 1,000 tiny boots.
The Matterbell Ants. The Black Legion. They are on a raid! Heavily armored. Heavily armed. They fear nothing.
Portia has landed in the middle of a warpath. To move is to die.
Contact.
Too slow. Portia uses her hydraulics to clear the danger zone.
She finds an island. High ground is the only safety from the black tide.
She is safe. But she is lost. Deep in the underworld. The underworld is a maze. Strange shapes.
Portia pauses. The ground here looks manufactured.
A trapdoor spider.
She waits in her silk-lined bunker, holding the door shut, listening.
It is a minefield. One wrong step triggers the ambush.
She feels the footsteps. Light, careful, but getting closer.
Ambush.
Portia's reflexes save her life. She is too fast to be grabbed.
A standoff. The trapdoor spider is a fortress. Portia cannot win this fight on the ground.
She leaves the brawlers in the mud. Her destiny lies higher up.
The only way is up. A vertical marathon to reach the canopy.
Weaver ants, the guardians of the tree. They attack anything that isn't an ant.
They are master builders, using their own babies as living glue guns to stitch the leaves together.
Portia hides, but the patrol is too thick. She cannot hide forever.
She raises her front legs to look like Antony. She walks like them. She becomes...
It is dangerous gamble. If one ant realizes the truth, the whole swarm attacks.
The inspection. The guard asks for a password. Portia doesn't know it.
Cover blown. The guard tastes spider blood.
She bails out, taking the guard with her, then dropping the dead weight.
She made it. Battered, bruised, but she has reached the roof.
The canopy, a world of light and color. But Portia is starving.
A cosmophysis, the neon knight, fast, flashy, and dangerous.
To catch a master jumper, she must get close. Too close.
She moves only when he eaves. 1 millimeter at a time. He sees her. The element of surprise is gone.
He flashes his colors. A warning. I am healthy. I am fast. Back off!
Portia changes tactics. She pretends to be his girlfriend. A deadly siren song.
He falls for it. Love is blind, and in the jungle, love is fatal.
Too late. The night falls. Portia feeds.
The jungle is moody. In seconds, the sun vanishes. The monsoon begins. A shelter, a dry leaf curled into a tube. Any port in a storm. Dry at last. But in the jungle, a dry hole is real estate, and it's usually taken.
A shelter, a dry leaf curled into a tube. Any port in a storm.
They don't bite. They spray formic acid. It burns eyes and melts exoskeletons.
Death by acid behind. Death by drowning ahead. Portia must choose.
She chooses the storm. Better to be wet than melted.
She hangs on, waiting for the sun, waiting for the hunting grounds to open again.
But in the dark, a monster wakes up. The ogre-faced spider.
He doesn't wait for prey to hit a web. He holds the web in his hands. A gladiator ready for the arena.
He hangs upside down, muscles locked, net loaded, waiting for a footstep. Portia taps her way forward, unaware that she is walking onto a target range.
Target acquired.
Something is wrong. The air feels heavy.
The gladiator strikes, enveloping the target in a sticky shroud.
Missed. Portia abandons the branch to save her life.
The sun rises. Portia survives the night. But hunger is now her biggest enemy.
A garden of orchids, a paradise of nectar, and a perfect hunting ground.
One of these flowers.
Portia sees a flower. The mantis sees breakfast.
Wait. That petal has eyes.
Strike! Faster than the blink of a human eye.
Missed. Portia is one of the few creatures fast enough to dodge a mantis.
This is not a fight Portia can win. The mantis is a tank disguised as a ballerina.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Portia chooses to live.
Desperation drives her to the labyrinth, the home of the funnel weaver.
She is fast, blindingly fast.
Portia steps onto the devil's doormat. One wrong vibration, and the speedster attacks.
She plays a tune.
The giant charges, but sees nothing. Only a piece of dry leaf vibrating in the wind.
It's a lullaby. Portia is hacking the spider's brain, calming its aggression.
Closer, closer. She lures the dragon out of its cave.
Now! A vertical strike.
The poison is delivered right into the spine. The speedster is paralyzed.
The gamble paid off. Portia takes the castle and eats the queen.
The queen is dead. Portia claims the castle, but the rent is due.
The spider wasp! She smells fresh kill, and she wants it.
Portia is smart. She knows when to fight and when to fold. She abandons the prize.
The wasp finds the corpse, a free meal, or a host for her egg.
She is a machine, dragging a weight 10 times her own without slowing down.
Easy come, easy go.
The wasp flies off to bury her treasure. The cycle continues.
She lost the meal, but she kept the house, a safe fortress to rest.
For tonight the assassin rests. Tomorrow the hunt.
She sends a message on the wind. I am here, and I am alone.
To her, he looks just like lunch. He has one chance to change her mind.
The dance of life. He waves his white flags. Don't eat me. I am a Portia.
She pauses. She recognizes the code. But is he worthy?
Step, dance, freeze. One wrong move, and the date is over.
The final test. A gentle touch. Asking for permission.
She accepts him. The assassin becomes a lover.
He doesn't stay for cuddling. He knows that post-coital hunger is real.
He is gone, but he left a gift. The next generation of genius assassins is growing inside her.
She stops hunting. She becomes a builder, constructing a fortress for her children.
50 tiny lives wrapped in gold. Her leg.
She seals the door. She will not eat or drink for weeks. She is the living shield.
A scout. Small, weak, but she carries a deadly message.
The big-headed ants. The demolition crew. Jaws built to crush armor and tear silk.
They don't knock. They chew their way in.
The walls are breaching. The monsters are at the gate.
Breach. Portia attacks the face of the intruder.
A war of attrition. They tear it down. She builds it back up. Faster. Harder. They give up. For now. But Portia cannot sleep. A mother never sleeps.
Weeks pass. Her body consumes itself to stay alive. She is a shadow of the hunter she was.
Then, a movement. The waiting is over.
One emerges. Then another. Tiny, perfect replicas of their mother.
A nursery of assassins. Clumsy, blind, and hungry.
She does not eat them. Her killer instincts are silenced by love.
With her last reserve of strength, she opens the door. Not for herself, but for them.
The world awaits. 1,000 new paths. 1,000 new stories.
And then she is alone again.
Her watch is ended. The genius of the jungle returns to the earth.
Portia is dead. Long live Portia. They are too small to walk. To conquer the world, they must learn to fly.
The machine malfunctions. The parasite surrounds the brain. She remains aware but powerless. A new command. Liftoff. Powered by the wind and the electric charge of the earth.
A fleet of travelers. Some will land nearby. Others may cross oceans.
A new hunting ground. A new story begins.
The cast changes, but the play remains the same. Hunter and hunted.
But the genius lives on in the eyes of her daughter. The eight-legged genius. The Portia spider.